Today is the day that we conclude our interview series with the New Jersey Film Festival. And we're talking about the upcoming United States Super 8 Film and DV Festival. And let's talk to the guy himself. We got Professor Al with us this morning on the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline to talk about this one last event that's coming up. Good morning, Professor Al. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Bert. How are you?
Well. Will you summarize the Spring Film Festival for us? Would you call it a rousing success?
A rousing success.
Nice.
We had a full house a week ago. We had some small turnouts. We had some in the middle, so it was a perfect festival, just like all the others. And it seems to be still doing what it's meant to be doing, so we're very proud of that.
That's great news. Now, this Super 8, what is a Super 8 festival? It's because it's shot on a particular type of film? Is that what it is?
Exactly. Yes, this is actually the longest-standing call for entries festival that the Rutgers Film Co-op has been running. You know, the Rutgers Film Co-op runs the New Jersey Film Festival along with the New Jersey Media Arts Center. And back in 1988, I was invited to put this festival together because the largest one, which was out in Ann Arbor, Michigan, was no longer going to be doing it. So, yes, it's a small amateur movie gauge. You probably have footage of yourself when you were a kid, if not shooting some yourself of your family and of your friends at, graduation. I mean, it was the home movie format from 1965 into the 90s.
There's probably a home movie of me crying, holding my stuffed skunk or something that at a barbecue or something because I couldn't have a hamburger or something.
Yeah, that's the thing. Dad would film the family. Usually it was the dad. But, of course, after the advent of home video, VHS and DVD, all these other kind of digital formats, Super 8 kind of became a novelty and almost a niche format. But similar to Polaroid film, there is a huge cult following for the format, and we've been doing this festival now for 31 years, and, we still see wonderful films that are shot on Super 8. I must say, we don't get them on Super 8 film anymore as a final product. They're all either made on a flash drive or on a DVD or on a Blu-ray, or they're streamed, and but the original film, the way it was made, was shooting on that film stock.
Very cool. And one of the highlight films is a film called The Summerlands. Did you want to talk about that?
Yes, The Summerlands is the feature that we're showing. Very rarely do we show a feature as part of this festival. It's usually very short films. And The Summerlands is by Katie Boucher, who actually works as a costume designer for Hollywood. And she is going to be coming to the screening. She's got her tickets and she's flying in. And it's a film that focuses on a 13-year-old and her 40-year-old half-sister. And they're complete strangers, and they have to kind of make a road trip together. And along the way, the film is shot digitally, but along the way, Deeds, who's the 13-year-old, she takes out her Super 8 camera and she starts to document these various landmarks and towns that they hook up at on this road trip. And so you get to see what she shoots as part of the film.
Very cool. And this the Super 8 stuff, it all is on a Friday and Saturday? It's over a 2-day thing?
Yes, it's over a 2-day period. On Friday, there's about 9 short films of all different kinds. There's one that's really kind of very interesting from a historical and anthropological perspective. It's called 605 Adults, 304 Children. It's by Michael Mahaffey. He's from Campbell, California, and it's a intimate documentary filmed by the People's Temple in Jonestown, Guyana. And if you remember Jim Jones, the guy who he had all of his followers commit suicide.
Sure, I remember.
Footage narrated by him, and it's just before they do themselves in. It's really kind of fascinating, and kind of eerily spooky at the same time. But then there's also some uplifting and wonderful films. There's a film called Silence Before Rain by Jason Sclaver, and it's a really beautiful homage to the silent film era, and there's some beautiful women in it put to a rock and roll score. Then there's a really funny, very appropriate Me Too movement type of film called The Care and Keeping of Your Woman by Croix Provence, which is it's like a dog training video but for women. And so it's really, really funny and also very apropos and very timely.
All great stuff, of course. And you can get all the information, njfilmfest.com. The entire schedule is still there and all the information. But glad to hear it went so well, Professor Al. And it's got to be exciting for you because now you wrap up one and now you start working on the next one, right?
You know how it goes. I mean, it's probably for you, it's the same thing I have to do on a monthly basis you do on a daily basis.
Sure. Okay.
And we appreciate WCTC being a sponsor. And we've been doing this now for a decade, Bert, and I look forward to working with you again come this June or May, June when we do the next festival.
As do I, Professor Al. I just love filmmaking, and I love people that are making movies for the love of it and sending you their best work, and you get a chance to share and screen these films, and it's something that I'm so excited to be a part of, too. So thank you for the privilege.
Oh, and the filmmakers always say how wonderful you are. So, you know, you've developed the talent to interview these filmmakers, and you always have something fresh and interesting to say to them, and I appreciate that.
Well, it's fun for me, too, Professor Al, so that's why I enjoy doing it. So thank you again, and really congratulations on everything.
Too.
Can't wait until we can talk again soon, Professor Al, okay?
Be well. Thanks, Bert.